Hey everybody, welcome to the E.C.B.R.O. Discovery News Blogcast. Well, I'm not going to keep much of your take much of your time. I'm only here to make a brief announcement. If you're just now new with us and started watching and viewing some of our podcast shows, that's awesome. We definitely want you to continue to do so. And the YouTube channel ECBRO 98. It's not just for podcast shows. Some of you are new to the channel. Take the time to browse through some of the older videos in the archives. We have a lot of field videos. We share and educate what we find and learn. Also, you'll see a lot of my findings in my blog posts on my website, which is www.ecbro.wordpress.com. Check that out. A lot of my blog posts are educational. Some of them are encounters and reports that I've chose to put on the blog site. But again, a lot of you guys are new. We have a lot of regular viewers, and we have our panel attendees are growing, give or take. Sometimes we have guests. We got guests coming up on future podcast shows. Sometimes we have to make sacrifice on who we could. It's almost a first come first serve basis as far as panel attendees. If you ever want to attend, you have to let me know ahead of time, because there is 4 individuals I have dedicated to being regular attendees on here. So I have to balance that out as far as anyone extra from there on out if I have guests or so forth. So please understand, if you don't get to be on the panel during the show, don't take no offense to it. The space is limited to how many people we could have on the show. But as viewers, I invite you to spread the word. Let others know about our podcast shows and the topics of random discussions of anything Bigfoot related. We'll discuss simple things that we find in the field and try to explain them, maybe even debunk them. Sometimes we share photos and other videos live, and we let the viewers interact with us, and we welcome that. We really want that. We push for that. The viewers can interact through the live chat. When you're viewing our shows, if you look right below where you're viewing, you will find the live chat. Share your comments and ask questions. We want questions asked. We want topics discussed. If you have anything you want talked about or discussed that you haven't heard us discuss or talk about, let us know. That's what we're here for. You know, we're not experts by any means, but there's a lot of knowledge and a lot of things that we do know, and a lot of it's speaking personally, I do a lot of research out of the field. I do a lot of studies with our known wildlife. I study the behaviors and patterns, and with our known primates, and there's a lot of things I compare with what I learn from my research and studies out of the field as I take them into the field. Then again, as I'm in the field and I observe and pick up on some of the findings that I observe, I take them back and I read up on them, and I learn a lot of similarities. I learn how things are starting to make sense, and things are slowly starting to come together. There's a lot of investigating that we do when we're in the field, and a lot of this is shared either through a website blog post or a podcast show. So if you don't want to miss great topics, and if you want to see the evidence that we share, because a lot of you guys are probably not on my Facebook page. I share a lot of things openly on social media. I share things on Twitter. You find me on Twitter, Daniel Benoit, ECBRO on Twitter. And if you want to check out the blog post, again, it's www.ecbro.wordpress.com. Check that out. I definitely advise you to do that. If you're not on Facebook and you want to contact me for any reason, also, we are accepting membership right now at this time. For further details, contact me at ECBRO98@gmail.com. And I hope to see you guys. We want a large viewing on our podcast shows. Stay tuned. Check out the live upcoming events on my YouTube channel. We got one here for April 1st. 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll be having Bigfoot talk with Barb Shoop. And check out, we'll learn about some of her adventures and her findings and experiences in the field. Um, her and Gabby, they get out in the field and do a lot of exploring, and they discovered quite a bit. And that's just one of the guests. We've had some really awesome, great guests before in the past. Definitely check up on our podcast shows that we've had in archives, that we've podcast shows, field videos, etc. And again, we really need you to start sharing the YouTube channel. Share the YouTube channel on other YouTube channels. Whatever way possible. Share it on your social media. Share it in your Bigfoot forums. Google, share it. There's a lot of forums on Google. Share it there. Share it on your Twitter. Share it on your Instagram. I do the same thing. We want awareness. We want the awareness of the E.C.B.R.O to spread wide as possible. Why are we making a big deal about who we are? Because we believe in sharing the truth. We believe in educating as we learn. We're not experts. I'm going to repeat that. I said it earlier, and I'm going to say it again. We are not experts. By no means are we experts, but we do share from what we observe. We do share from what we learn through experience or so forth. So if you're watching this and listen to this, you're obligated to share this. At least I hope you do. I'm not going to push nobody to share this. I really do. It would mean a lot to the panel team. Because the more viewers and the more interaction we get through the live chat will actually build the show, turn it into a much greater show. So I want to thank you guys for listening and tuning in. Anything else you want to know? Again, just ask. You got my email address, ECBRO98@gmail.com. And if you haven't done so already, find us on Facebook. We have an E.C.B.R.O fan and like page. Give us a like. Find me on Twitter. Again, Daniel Benoit, Benoit, E.C.B.R.O. Thank you guys again. God bless, and hope to see you guys on the live chat.